Hello Cancer, Jessica here with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to your love reading for the month of September. So I apologize for not putting out readings last month for love. I was traveling in Ireland and actually got engaged while I was there with my now fiance. And it was a wonderful time. I'll post a few pictures at the end of this video if you'd like to see. And glad to be back with this reading for September now, though. Oh, there you are, the water sign. So, love and romance for Cancer. We're going to be looking at your energy so you can know what to expect this month. And we're also going to take a look at your partner's or potential partner's energy so that you have an idea of where they're coming from. I will pull a few cards for the energy between you so you have an idea of how you're coming together in relationship. At the end of the reading, I will pull an oracle card, one for couples and one for singles, just to kind of focus and clarify the energies. If you would like a private reading with me, you can find the link to my Etsy shop in the description box below. So this is for love and romance for Cancer for the month of September. What does Cancer need to know? Some of you might have a major shakeup going on. You know, rethinking things. Some of you might be moving, actually. I'm going to put that back because it's a fairly structured reading. So we have a set position for all the cards. So this is for Cancer, love and romance for the month of September. What does Cancer need to know? Okay. For Cancer. Your overall energy. Beautiful. You've got the Empress. Well, this is how you're feeling. You've got the Nine of Pentacles and you have Death. And what you want, you've got the Star and Strength. Absolutely gorgeous cards. Okay. Now your partner is coming in, overall energy, as the Five of Swords. Okay. Now they've got the Fool and the Sun. Well, that's good. And we've got the Ace of Wands with the Four of Cups. Okay. I was a little concerned when I saw the Five of Swords, but the rest looks good. Now between you, overall, we have the Four of Pentacles. And then we've got that Queen of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Okay. So let's talk about you, Cancer. You're coming in here as the Empress. So beautiful, powerful card. Whether you are male or female, this is traditionally a highly feminine card. So if you are female, you're going to be very in tune with your feminine side. And if you are male, you're going to have a really nice balance between your masculine and feminine sides. So that's wonderful. You are very open and receptive this month. That's part of kind of like the feminine energy is being very open and receptive. You already are, being a Cancer and a water sign, but that's really going to be highlighted and deepened. And you have the Queen of Cups coming in here, which is emphasizing that even more. Now we always have kind of that side note about fertility and all that. I'm sure you've heard it before. So if you are trying to get pregnant, this is a wonderful time. If not, then you have to take the necessary precautions. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles and we have Death. So this is kind of how you're feeling right now. The Nine of Pentacles is a very wonderful card where you are very established. That's the word that's coming to mind here for you. You're feeling very established and stable. You're feeling free to express yourself creatively, and that's being even more emphasized with the Empress above you. But I get a strong sense of creativity from this Nine of Pentacles with you. Whether you are actively creating something or not, it could be just your thought process or how you're feeling, right? Because this is about feeling. And beside that, we have the Transformation card. We have Death. So there's a lot of independence coming in through the Nine of Pentacles as well. There is, for some of you, some financial freedom, not having to worry too much about finances. But I think that this is kind of a departure. This might be something new for you, this feeling, where you're transforming and embracing that state of being with death here. And it's a really wonderful process. So I encourage you to embrace the changes that are happening in your love life right now and go with the flow and allow all of that creativity to come in to your life. Now, what you want. I'm being drawn to the Strength card here. The Star is one of my favorites, but the Strength card. You can see that this is a card about being by each other's side no matter what. Through thick and thin, this is a card of commitment. This is till death do us part kind of energy. Whether you are, partnered long term or if this is something new. There is a sense that you will stand by this person no matter what. And you want them, because this is in what you want, you want them to do the same or feel the same way about you. And because we have the Star, this is saying that they do. This is not one-sided. You are not alone in feeling that you will do anything for this person and you will be devoted to them. And very faithful as well. They likewise will be this way with you because we have the Star, and your wish will be granted. Really beautiful. Now, I can see why this is on your mind and this is what you are wanting and hoping for, because your partner's overall energy is perhaps a little bit hard for you to read this month. They're coming off, how do I want to explain this? What are the words? They might be giving you mixed messages. They might be a little bit, it's almost like they've got their dukes up, and they're kind of in a self-protective mode where they're looking after their own interests, and at least this is how they appear to be. This is the energy that they are projecting outwards, the energies that they are showing to people. Okay, so very self-interested and after their own, they're looking after number one, basically, is the energy that they're portraying out to the world and out to you. But if we look deeper here, we can see that this is actually a very, very beautiful individual, very genuine. We have the Sun. So they have this beautiful heart. They have a very strong sense of what is good and what is right, and they appreciate the beautiful things in life. They really have a tenderness about them. They might be the kind of person who's afraid to show that. They put on kind of a tough face, but inside they're really a little bit delicate and the kind of sensitive, and they have this wonderful innocence about them, and I think that that's why they're so protective. Maybe they've been hurt in the past because they're so open, and or they were so open and innocent. They still are at their core because this is how they're feeling. So you can see how they've got their arms open wide, and they are ready to receive all the good things in life. They are ready and open to receiving love. So they're putting off that kind of independent, I'm only worried about me vibe. But, you know, if you really take the time to dig a little bit deeper, they're really quite vulnerable. And they have this very beautiful heart that is willing to take a risk, you know, for something that's so beautiful. Now, what they want, we have the Ace of Wands and we have the Four of Cups. They're ready to kind of turn over a new leaf here. I think if they've been a little bit reclusive, or kind of, especially because we have this Five of Swords, they may have done something that they regret, paired with that Four of Cups. I think that they may have either said something or done something that was done out of fear, probably towards you, because that's what we're looking at here. But they regretted it, and I think they might still be working through that regret with this Four of Cups here. But what they want is to be able to put that behind them and let that go and kind of have this fresh start with the Ace of Wands. So, you know, move on, move forward, let it go, all that kind of stuff, especially with the Fool. The Fool is about letting go and starting fresh as well. So, you know, if you are dealing with a partner who kind of puts on that tough face, but you know better, you know that they're actually really super genuine and super kind and innocent and delicate even, let them help them move forward and forgive themselves, because I think that's what they need in order to move forward. They need to be able to forgive themselves for whatever little slip up they made, and move forward. So let's take a look at the energy between you, because that might give us an indication of how to do that. Overall, we have the Four of Pentacles. So between you, again, this relationship is very strong. It's very grounded and solid. This relationship is going to go the distance. Both of you are in this, like, I feel like you're both in this 100%. Oftentimes this card can be about holding on too tightly, but when you're both holding on to each other and to the relationship equally, in the same way, which is what we're talking about here, this is how your energies are coming together, we don't have to worry about that because there isn't an imbalance. So that's really wonderful. I'm seeing that you are very balanced in how you're coming together and approaching the relationship. Now, at the core, we have the Queen of Cups. So this is a beautiful emotional connection. This is the two of you being willing to become vulnerable and open up your hearts and express your love and emotions. And this is also telling me that your relationship is very deep, and both of you are very aware of that, of how deep it goes. I think sometimes it might frighten you a little bit, both of you. It's kind of like you're in awe of how much there is yet to explore with each other. There may be a tendency sometimes, because there's just so much, that you might purposefully, or maybe not purposely, but you kind of keep it, a little bit like restricted and closed, and that's coming in with that Four of Pentacles too, where you're just kind of limiting it a little bit, and that's kind of protective, just because it could potentially be overwhelming, like the just intensity of emotion that's there between you. But this card is also here to remind you that now and then you do need to honor and explore the depth of your emotion and see what else is there. What else can you discover together within your hearts? Because there's just so much. Now we have the Seven of Cups, and this is what the two of you want together. Now we had the Tower flip out, I believe. We had the Tower flip out, which was moving residence. And I'm kind of getting that from this card a little bit, where you're going from one place and you're kind of looking around saying, where do we want to go together? And you've kind of got your eye on something. Right now it may seem unattainable. It might seem kind of like, like some dream home. Or maybe for others of you, this is more like travel. And maybe it's like some kind of dream vacation that you're both wanting to go on together. And it's okay to have these dreams, because eventually, if you keep on, dreaming about it, you'll be able to accumulate the means by which you can get there, the actual solid backing foundation to get there. For some of you, this can be, because this card is about being overwhelmed sometimes and about being confused. So if you have been feeling a little bit confused, and I can see where that might be coming from, because there's kind of that disconnect between what your partner's putting out and what they actually are. So there's the desire for that to be clarified and clear, and you want them to just, be that person, show you that person more consistently, and stop maybe hiding behind their, their sharper side. For those of you who are single, let me just take a look here. You're in a really good spot for starting a relationship right now. I think you are at a place where you are super comfortable with yourself, and I love seeing this, where you are totally okay being on your own. And that's wonderful, because we all need to learn how to be independent and, take care of ourselves. And we don't want to be in a situation where we have to seek out someone else to meet our needs. But at the same time, we all do need love and affection from someone else in our life, and that is perfectly okay too. And I think you're coming to this really beautiful point in your life where you're really ready for that. You're ready for that person who you can stand by long term. And for some of you, that's coming in. We have the Star here, and we have a major transformation coming into your life, where things are changing significantly. And because it's beside your strong independent energy, that's what's changing. So some of you may find that you do end up standing beside a partner in the not too distant future. You have the Empress, where you are very open and receptive to what is coming into your life. You are putting out the call, on an energetic level. And you may actually be reaching out to someone in particular, like being the one to make the move. You're coming in here with this really brave, courageous energy. Again, with the Strength card, paired with the Empress. And you're completely comfortable with yourself, and you're willing to take that step to make that major change in your life and to take that risk. I'm not seeing any particular person in mind. We already kind of talked about what this potential partner is going to be like, and that can help you to navigate their energy, because as I said, if there is somebody coming into your life, on the surface, they're going to appear like a little bit like they kind of deliberately hold you back and keep you at bay. Like they're like trying to keep you at arm's length. Now, you have to be careful with that, because there are all kinds of people in the world, and if you meet someone like that, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's this person who is so wonderful on the inside. There may be someone who confuses you, having listened to this reading, and you think, oh, this person's, pretty standoffish and all about themselves, but I know deep down they're going to be good, and you might get into things with them, but you realize, no, like, that's not them. This is all they've got. They don't have all of this. So just be careful of that. Make sure that you go with your intuition, which you have a lot of. So if your potential partner is not showing the signs of having this really genuine heart of gold, and that's what this person is all about. They have a heart of gold, and they're afraid to show it, but they do have that. You will know fairly soon after meeting them if they have that or not. So, additional message of guidance for coupled Cancers. Additional message of guidance for coupled Cancers. Awakening. That's a beautiful card. Now, when I see this card, we have two beautiful roses blooming. And there's kind of this sense of seeing each other with new eyes. There is perhaps falling in love all over again with this card. But it's a really beautiful card of partnership, and there may be something between the two of you that you didn't know before that's really coming to light. And that could be with this Queen of Cups, with the two of you exploring the depths of your emotional connection. And it's really going to kind of put you in this place of awe. There's a strong energy of being in awe with this card. Beautiful energies nonetheless. And I didn't expect anything less because your reading was really quite lovely. Now for single Cancers, additional message of guidance for single Cancers. And it's that one right there. Faith. Love it. There is that special person for you. And it's about having faith that they're going to come by, at the right time for you. This is a very spiritual card as well. We have these purple flowers. I don't know how clear that's coming up for you, how true the colors will be in the video, but there are these really beautiful purple colors here, and we have the star. So this is talking about faith, that whatever you are wishing and hoping for, it's going to come. So this is a really important month for those of you who are single. Really focus and crystallize what it is that you want and need in your partner. Okay? Focus on that. And it will come to you. They're saying, that's coming true, and to have faith that it's coming. So it's so beautiful. I'm really happy for you. Look for that person with the heart of gold, okay? And I think that we will draw our reading to a close. I think that's everything. So I want to thank you so much for watching, Cancer. I hope that these messages have been helpful for you, and I hope that you enjoyed the reading. I will probably be posting some more readings, around mid-month, so I will see you again mid-September. Once again, if you would like a private reading, you can find that information in the description box below. So thank you once again for watching, and take care.